Welcome to the 19th hole. We are standing up today because the seats are all wet.
Yeah, and it's raining. And it's shit. It's Victoria, it's winter. It's crap.
I think it's pretty spot on though, because the golf course we played this week down at Terang, it was 1 degree.
Yes, yeah, we teed off when it was 1 degree. It was freezing. I was not impressed.
Yeah.
I had 2 jumpers on. I think I left them on all day. I don't think I took them off all day. It was horrendous.
If you can hear some noise in the background, my dog decided to talk to people when they come to where I play.
There's someone here and she's excited.
Yeah, she's a bit silly, but that's all right. She's a big dumb dog.
Shut up, Molly.
It was absolutely beautiful conditions though, because there was not a person on the course other than us.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of people walking around, but that was it. We were the only ones on the course. It was in immaculate condition. Yeah,
the fairways were dormant, like you say, winter hibernating, so they're not. But they played really well.
They did. It wasn't as wet as what I thought it would have been too.
Yeah.
Especially down the bottom part of the course. It's all. If you don't know terrain, the first few holes are up on the top of a hill, and the bottom of it's literally bottom like it's at the base of a hill. There's a little drain in between some farmland.
Yeah.
That was it, but it wasn't actually that wet. The wettest spot was when I hit it in the water.
Yeah, I mean, it surprisingly held up really well. The only thing that I found that I really hated was those stupid speakers between maybe the 4th or 5th hole.
Yeah, somewhere near the 7th and 11th, and it was just. Yeah, I could see what the point was. They were trying to scare birds away, and there's a lot of greens in that area, and also I don't know, but yeah, it was just relentless. It was too much. And the worst thing was there was no birds around the speakers. It was 20 metres away. There was birds flying around everywhere. So,
but it wasn't just the speaker. It wasn't just doing bird noise. It was making these high pitched squealing too. And when you're putting and sitting there and
it was like the birds getting murdered or something. I don't know what the deal was. It wasn't good, but yeah, no, it was different. It was the first time I've actually seen something like that on a course. So.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it's the last time because I hated it.
Yeah, no, it was a bit ear piercing.
You didn't seem so bothered by it. I was.
Yeah, I was more bothered about me going to golf, to be totally honest with you. I was having a shocker that day.
But your driving came good towards the end.
Yeah, well, once I figured out that my grip had gone way bad. Yeah. Well, you figured it out, and I came good after the end. But
what I love when I see things about Damien's swing is I'll tell him when he goes, "I want to know," like this, because he's in a bad mood and don't want to know about it. I don't want to know.
Yeah, just shut up. Just let me bury my head in the sand.
And unfortunately for me, the signature hole was the 15th hole, which was towards the end of the round, which is generally when my driving is going to shit because I'm running out of energy. And
I think it did.
It was a really interesting shot.
Yeah.
Check it out. Signature hole time. Today we're coming in from the Terang Golf Course. It's the 15th hole. We're about, we'll say 250k southwest of Melbourne down towards Warrnambool direction. This is a 322 metre par 4, dogleg to the right, and a little lake just hidden in there. So you can't see it from here, but we saw it with the drone, so we're going to try and avoid that. I've got my driver and hopefully I'm going straight over that lake. That's the plan. Wowzers, that's gone high. Well, it's not going to reach the lake. Middle of the fairway, that's what I meant to do. And he's just smashed it through the fairway. That is perfect.
Right on the edge.
Maybe a little bit long. So I'm a smidge out of form, as you can tell from that tee shot, and it went a little bit too high. A little bit. I don't know how far I got to go, but what I'm going to do is hit my 4-iron and try and just get it up over those trees and hopefully down towards the green.
Oh yeah, shot. Great shot.
A little bit left.
That's all right, it's open down there. So, lucky I did come this side because I'm literally level with the water just there. About 117 out, so I got my wedge. I'm going to try and pop this up at the front edge and let it roll up. Let's see how we go. On left edge instead.
Maybe a bit short. Right, I'm giving myself a difficult little pitch here. These greens are really nice here at Terang, but there's occasionally got a lot of off run. So the front there is going to roll back towards me if I land a bit short, which I have done. And Damien's so glad that I made him walk to the green.
Alright, so I just walked up there to film Trevor's shot. That green is a lot steeper than what it looks from back here. So, I think I'm going to try and sort of chip this into the hill. Let the hill take some of the speed off it and roll it up near the hole. Not that much of it off.
That's as poor as mine. Right, I got this for par, an unlikely par at that. It's been a while since I played well on a signature hole. Last time I can think of was at Crescent Head, and if you haven't seen that video, go check it out because I actually birdied a hole, which is a rarity.
Back when it was warmer.
Yep. That wasn't the worst or the best. That was sort of meh.
So that was a shit chip. I just saw Trevor's roll. So I didn't learn anything from it. So I should be able to get this one nowhere near it. Although last time I had a putt like this, it was at Northcote, and I nailed it.
Alright, Damien played that hole much better than I did and got a bogey, so hopefully I can get a bogey too. If you want to see a really cool long par 5 with a chasm in front of it, go check it out, Cobden Review. No! So that was the hole. I mean, it's a cool little hole. Again, it would look so much better in the summertime with the lush green fairways.
Yeah.
Like we had some requests to go out there, and one of the guys who follow us is actually a member there. And I imagine in the summertime, and we say this every time we play a course in winter, we always say, love to go back in summer.
Yeah.
We can't, because we've got like 1,500 courses to go, so we can't get back to them.
We're going to be, not for a while anyway.
We do want to get back to other courses.
Yeah.
The dogs are around us again.
She's licking my foot. But
what I found was interesting though is that water sort of on the corner there. You actually could easily end up in it if you sliced it, but it didn't really come into play too much.
No, I mean I sort of skid in my drive. Yeah, I hit it a fair way, but I would have, if I cut the corner, I would have flown it.
Yeah.
I was just that wide that I was kind of level with it. But yeah, if I'd cut the corner, I would have flown that for sure.
I think in hindsight, a 3 would have been a better option off that tee. Because yes, it's a fairway back, but like you say, you ran out of fairway and you ran in a warmer months, that would roll out and you'd be...
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, but in saying that too, if I hit where I'd actually aimed, I would have gone over the corner, I would have been fine. So.
Well, if you hit where you aim more often, you'd be a much better golfer.
Well, that's right. Yeah, there'd be no issues there.
We did have... it's been a while since we've had a how the F do you get out of this episode.
It is.
Here it is. The yawn.
The yawn's back.
Maybe I'll do a little zoom on me so you can't see it. But
yeah.
Today, it was the very last hole, wasn't it? It was the very last hole.
Yeah, you were stuck behind a tree over water.
It was. I remember standing there and I was looking at it going, can't go left, can't go right, can't go straight. You know what? This is a how the F because I don't know what to do here, so check that out. Welcome to a how the f do I get out of this. I've got about 120 odd metres to the green. I've got a big off tree right in my line. I've got water in front of me which really shouldn't come into play. I say that, it shouldn't come into play. I can go left, but there's a shed and what looks like a Santa Claus dummy over there. Or I can go right, but there's more trees up there as well. So I'm kind of stuck. What I'm going to do, and this is what I recommend in this situation, is just hit the ball straight at the hole. And sometimes you get lucky and you hit it high enough that it gets over the top and it lands on the green. That is a really lucky how the f. So I did not intend to hit that.
No, you hit that fair and square out of your ass. That tree, like the camera doesn't do that justice. That tree was huge.
Yeah.
And it was all over the shop, and you found the lowest part of it that you could have found, and you hadn't hit a shot that high in probably about 15 rounds either.
Well, I've been saying for a while that I've got a problem where all my irons I'm hitting with a really open club face, and so I'm losing power. But it turned out to be an asset on that hole because it just went whoop, straight up.
Jeez, it helped you, but it was. I mean, it was a good shot, and it done well, and we done well on the last hole of the day.
Yeah. Well, hit the green, so that's.
I think
I was saying to you before that I hadn't hit one green that day.
I don't think we had many green in regulations that day at all. We weren't. Yeah, we didn't play the best, and I think it shows in the video.
Well, hopefully, hopefully that's the last time we say that, because I'm sick of saying we played like shit or we didn't play well.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
We need to get back out and see either Steve or Brian and get some golf lessons, because our swings have gone a little bit south.
I need to come good. So I don't know, if anyone, like people can say, like, we done the Rory grip, but I turned my way around. So when I was in Tassie, we played the 5 games. I was actually hitting the club like that.
Yeah, you overlearned.
And I overlearned. And I've ripped all the muscles in my arm.
The one that I'm looking at though is that, I don't know if people have seen it around the socials, but there's this juju swing going around. The dude who stands there with one hand and sort of just whacks it like that one-handed. Well, he's been teaching people how to do this swing where he sort of, I just can't explain it, but it's like a closed club face that goes way out to the right, and then at the last minute it comes back in and whips from behind. And I've seen this dude who's playing off like 6, and his ball speed went up like 8 miles an hour when he changed his style of swing. So I wonder if that's something we should investigate, just to put an episode on.
If you know Trevor, you know he changes his mind a lot.
Yeah.
And he can literally change his swing 6 times in a round.
Yeah. I'm looking for one that works.
He would have a great swing if he stayed with one and let it work. So he doesn't. So I'm sticking to one swing at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's starting to come good, but it's going to take. Now I've got my grip right. I've just got to get the rest of the mechanic parts of it right, and
I'll hit the ball right and hit it straight, and then hit it on the green.
Well, I'm getting a lot more straighter, and then they're just. It's the duffed ones that are hurting me.
Well, the backwards one don't help either. When they hit the ground and they go backwards, that doesn't help in the slightest.
I meant that. That's what I'm telling myself.
You did not mean that.
I didn't mean it. I wanted to do a back foot shot, and it was soft, and it went in the ground and went backwards. I got into a better spot where I could hit my next shot, and I actually landed on the green. It just rolled off the back of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I aim to do.
So next week we're going to start getting these shows back onto the course, because I think that's where it's at best. The 9th hole is actually the 9th hole on the course, so we'll get back out on the course and get away from my freezing cold backyard.
We're going to get away from the backyard, but not getting away from the freezing cold.
No, unless we go somewhere north.
Yeah, that may happen.
I just spent 4 days in Victor Harbour, and it was quite nice. It was still cold at 15, but
it was sunny here yesterday. It was just like 8 degrees.
Well, my kids were on the water slides. That's how warm. Oh, it wasn't warm, but the kids are stupid. They'll go out anyway.
And Tom will go in the pool there if you gave him $5.
Oh, you would do that at $5. You just
true.
go to the pool. Okay. But we love the Terang Golf Course. Get out and give it a try. It's $20. It was such a bargain. You can't ask better. I mean, if you go down that way, you go past Terang, you got Port Warrnambool, you got Port Ferry, you got an awesome run of courses.
Yeah, Framlingham's down there. You got
even
Cobden, Camden. You got Cobden. You got Timboon. Apparently, is a good course that we have to get to as well.
Yeah,
and then
Colac as well.
Colac go again, and then Mortlake's another little 9-hole up in the hill there, and then it's not far from Hamilton, Portland, Haywood, all these. You know, you could literally spend 2 weeks down there and just playing golf every day.
Yeah.
On some pristine courses. So get down there and have a do it.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.